Honeyboy, what you going to talk about?
Okay, you want to talk about something?
He throws it back to me. Just because I'm his biographer, he thinks I should be the one to ask him what to talk about.
Tommy Johnson was a good guitar player. He didn't come out to Mississippi Delta. He come out to here around Jackson, Mississippi, and around Hattiesburg, down there in Christian Spring. And he used to drink a lot of cane heat. He made the cane heat blues. Cane heat's killing me. And the cane heat was the stuff back when I was the boy coming up. The colored women down south would put a straightening comb on top of it and heat it, and then they straighten the hair with it. There's something in the bottle. It looked like jelly, called cane heat, and it was alcohol. And we used to take it, put it in a handkerchief, squeeze it all down, and all that would go out, be a little stuff in the bottom like wax down the bottom of it. It going in the paint then. Then we take 2 orange pops and pour it out on it, and we stir it up, called it Cerno. And we used to sit there and drink. We drank, get drunk at hours at a time, just me and him with a pan of whiskey with nothing but cane heat. And it would make you drunk. We take two liter pops, like orange pops, pour in a big pan, like a bread pan. Then we stir it up with the cane heat. Mix it all up, it'd be whiskey, half a gallon.
Don't try this at home, folks.
And at that time, everything was sold down south, our drugstores at the time. Sold whiskey out drugstores, everything out of the drugstore. Didn't have too many saloons, had a few, but not too many. And we was in Jackson, Mississippi, and we'd go on Fabric Street, and we'd get 2 canes of it for about 37 cents. 2 canes. Be like that. I was young, I was in my 20s then. Tom was about 34, 35. Thomas Johnson was, we drank a lot of cane. We'd get 2 canes for about 35 cents. Pop was a nickel. We'd drink a gallon of whiskey for about 40 cents. We'd drink a gallon for about 40 cents. We sat there and play our guitars and then get drunk. Just me all day long, drinking cane heat. And that's the truth. And y'all can talk about Robert Johnson. I used to play with Robert Johnson in 1937. See, I'm 92 years old. I was born in 1915. 1915, June the 28th. I was born in 1915, June the 28th. So Robert was born in 11, so we used to play together in 1937. I was 22 and he was 26 in 1937. He died in 38. In Greenwood, Mississippi, that's where he got poisoned. In Greenwood, Mississippi, that's where I was raised around Greenwood and Shaw. I went to school in Greenwood, the place where Robert Johnson got poisoned, and I was there when he got poisoned. I was there. And the night he got poisoned, me and Sonny Boy number 2 was out there the night he got poisoned, Rice Miller. We was out there. And I thought at the time that I was young, and I thought he'd be all right. And what happened to him, he had been playing at this club out there from Greenwood, about 3 miles from Greenwood. He had been playing out there about 7, 8 months, pretty close to a year. And what happened, he started to go on with the man's wife, So that was a death, She's a nice little woman, but I wouldn't have went with her. That would let her alone. And Robert stayed out in a little town called Greenwood, the same place I'm talking about. And she had a sister out in Greenwood too. And every Monday morning she had to go out there to see her sister, but she wasn't going to see sister because that's where Robert roomed out there in Greenwood, and her sister lived out there. But she was going to meet Robert. And it's a small town, Greenwood, not too large, small town. I went to school in Greenwood. And like when it rained and get something to do, the people couldn't work, they'd be in town on the street drinking and messing around, they couldn't work in the country. And they'd go back, so I saw Robert and your wife walking down Johnson Street, going back telling him, So the man got old to it. So he didn't want to kill Robert, like to go and shoot him or nothing like that, because at that time it really was bad. The penitentiary still down there called Parchman Farm. It's surrounded by Drew, Mississippi. Everybody do something in the state of Mississippi goes to that farm. It's the penitentiary. And so he didn't want to go there. So the night that he pardoned Robert, he gave his waitress a pint of whiskey to get Robert. And because Robert loved two things, whiskey and women. He loved them two things. And that was the death.
Second that motion.
That's something I hate to talk about this, but that's something I know. That's been a long time. I was 22 years, but I can remember. I got a good brain, but I can remember. Yes, that's the way it was. So, and I left Greenwood at the time, and I recorded for the Library of Congress in 1942. I made 14 cuts for Alan Lomax. Some of you heard talk about him. Alan Lomax. I recorded 14 cuts from him in Clarksville, Mississippi, 1942. Then I left there and I recorded in Memphis, Sam Phillips, Sons. And then I left that and I recorded in Houston, Texas, artist recording company in Houston, Texas. And I stayed out that while, and I left that and then I recorded in Chicago for Chess. And I don't know, Dell 5, I don't know how many companies I recorded for. I've recorded for over 25 different companies. Thank you. Everything all right?
Hey, we got time for about one more number. We're getting a signal over there.
Now you want to talk some? Ask me some questions. You want to talk so much?
Yeah, talk. Let's fucking talk, David.
I'm going to make him talk so he want to talk to me. He know a lot of shit to talk about. What I told him. Go ahead.
I met Honeyboy in '72 at a blues club called Biddy Mulligan's in Chicago. If there's anybody out there that had been to Biddy Mulligan's when it was really the original Biddy Mulligan's. And Honeyboy had only a few cuts on a few albums. He had no complete album of his own at that time in 1972. And I had Drop Down Mama, which was the one he cut for Chess in '53, which came out on the LP in 1970. And I was just a kid out of college. I went to see him at that club because of the song Drop Down Mama, and we met up, and I started playing at his house, drinking a lot of Calverts. And having house parties at his house, and that was 35 years ago. Little did I know I was going to be his biographer, his roadie, his booking agent, his manager, his producer, his recording agent, harmonica player, and whatever else. Good friend, running buddy, webmeister. All right, honey, what are we going to do here? We just we got to wrap this up. We got lots of CDs in Honeyboy's book and his DVD. We will be back at the merch tent in about 10 minutes. We move slow. When I met him, he was 57 and I was 23. Now I'm 58 and he's 92. And both of us have arthritis. Or as our friend Kansas City Red used to call it, arthritis. Here's to Arthur. So we'll be over there, sitting there, if you all come over and want to pick something up, take Honeyboy home with you, as they say. All right. This is going to be our last number.
Too bad.
And remember, folks, we are all over the world, literally. We'll be out in cyberspace and all over the world, so if you feel like a road trip, you might find us in Estonia in August or Norway. Next weekend, if you want to go to Kentucky, we'll be down there. So go to davidhoneyboyedwards.com and you'll find out where we are. And Labor Day in Phoenix, that's right. Anybody from Boston out there? All right.
Please come in and blow home. Little boy blue, please come and blow your home. Every morning, darling, nah. Love me. You see the metal, no, nah. Call in the corner. Good in the room now. Lord, please come and blow your home. Every morning, nah. Leave me all alone. I'm not getting the bucket strap now. Beat you down to the ground. Heat around now. Please come and blow your home. Every morning, darling, nah. Leave me all day long. In the bucket shop now. Beat you down to the ground. Heat it around. Boy, blue. Please come and blow your home. Little morning, darling, nah. Leave me all alone.
I'm just saying, like, we're here, like, I'll walk on you, but I don't have a dinner, right? Where's the bar to have here?
I'm going to burst something now.
Go. Don't say to a girl standing in the bar, you live around here often. Let me
All right, thank you very much. Honeyboy Edwards. Paul K., one of Wisconsin's own. Paul K. from Racine.